great to have you with us today.
Thank you. Great to be here.
Awesome. So, since winning the FMItech Pitch Competition, Eric, how has Badge's visibility in the grocery industry changed?
Yeah, I mean, going into the pitch comp and just midwinter in general, we didn't have any customers in North America in the grocery space. We had this massive behemoth in Europe, which was is Carrefour, but nobody in the US, and we're a US based company, and this is our primary market. So um, you know, as an early stage startup, you build whatever you can for customers to get started, right? And for some reason, it was Carrefour, and they were innovators, and we had this great case study, but really no distribution for it. So FMI really helped us open up distribution in the US and put us on stage and got that case study in front of a lot of grocery chains and also a lot of B2B platform players that have also become partners of ours. So
Any opportunities that have been provided to Badge in the way of piloting or anything like that since the pitch? Can you share any of those early results or feedback?
can't share any names just yet, but there's two. I mean, again, we're in talks with a number of groups, but we're getting ready to announce a partnership with the large grocer that we met at FMI. Um, and that should be announced probably the next 45 days. And then also a large loyalty provider. So one thing that's a little bit unique about our business is, we're an infrastructure layer. We provide the platform for companies to build in wallets, and that can be a B2B company, that can be a B2C company. And so for us, it was like a little bit of a kid in a candy shop while we were there because we got to meet B2B and B2C companies. And I think, opportunities in both of those areas really came out of F&I. And we'll be announcing two, I think, partnerships definitely before the next conference, but hopefully a lot sooner.
What advice would you give to this year's pitch competitors and how to turn a win into momentum?
Yeah, I think number one is, put your best foot forward. This again, we kind of we we didn't know much about FMI, to be honest, when we applied, and we reached out to the winner from or 2 years ago now, and Ross was very kind to take a meeting with us and kind of walk us through how impactful the win was for him. And that really was encouraging. So I think, do a good job. Number one, come prepared. But number two, I think, remember that we're all technology companies coming into grocery stores that are not technology companies. And I don't care if you're Nike or Adidas or how sophisticated you think you are from a technology standpoint. All retailers have technology constraints and resource constraints. And that is especially relevant to grocery stores. So they don't have, a bunch of engineers sitting in an office doing integrations. And so don't ask them to integrate. I would say figure out a way to come in and solve a problem, even if it's small, show some data before you ask them to write a single line of code, because you're just not going to get them to integrate probably before you run out of money.